Hello, my name is Sydnee Vance, and currently I live in northeastern Oklahoma, and I'm 25 years old. Originally, I'm from central West Virginia, and I traveled out here with my husband and my family during COVID-19 in the middle of March of 2020. Um, Prior to that, my educational journey was at Glenville State College in Central West Virginia, where I began in 2014 and graduated in 2019 with my bachelor's degree in behavioral science, and I minored in both history and biology. I felt like I was able to get a very well-rounded collegiate experience at Glenville. Um, the professors, the friends, the memories I made there were very, very beneficial to me and very important to me. Uh, while I was there, I worked in the admissions department as a student worker. And it wasn't until recently, looking back, I realized how much I enjoyed my time there. And it was because my passion is to continue to bring people to higher education because it has been so beneficial and have played such an important role in my life that I would love to continue to share that and bring that new journey and bring that important journey to new students and to their families because it has been life changing for me. Um, Once we moved out here to Oklahoma, I began my master's program at the University of Oklahoma in prevention science, which has been very eye opening, very humbling, and very enjoyable. And I graduated that program in December of 2021. Um, and currently, I'm undecided what I would like to do with my higher education journey. I have 9 credits started with the University of Oklahoma in their social work master's program. Uh, I also have a few PhD programs that I'm interested in, and I'm, weighing over the benefits of. There's also a new Master's of Science program that I'm interested in that focuses on psychoactive substances and cannabinoid research, which is originally when I began my career in behavioral health. I found that very interesting, and it was a topic I really wanted to dive into more. And until now, there hasn't really been a program that allowed for that type of study. So I'm very much interested in learning more about that and considering my options of whether I would like to pursue another master's degree first or if I would like to go on and begin my PhD program. Um, my professional career, again, it started in higher education in the admissions office. It brought me so much joy, so much love. But once I graduated, I decided to go into a care coordinator position. And I was stationed at a local high school, and I worked with students from the ages of 6 and 7 all the way up to 17 and 18. Um, this career, this job, it brought me a lot of joy. I loved being able to help the students. I loved being able to help their families. It really enhanced my motivational interviewing skills, my care coordination skills, my case management skills, my behavioral wellness skills. It really just helped me really enhance all of those. And again, I very much enjoyed being in the classroom. And because of that, being in the midst of COVID, I also got a very, very good look into what it's like in remote education. The majority of my lessons for case management or wellness coaching were done remotely. And you learn very quickly that it is difficult to keep younger students' attention remotely, especially on topics that they don't find super interesting. Um, Even if we think they're super important, they don't. And it's difficult to keep that interest. But I felt like that position really prepared me for that and really taught me how to make my lessons interesting and engaging and to keep them wanting to learn more about what I was talking about and what I was referring to. Um, as COVID got worse in our area, I decided to take a step back from the educational field for my own personal health. And it was during that time that my husband started his own insurance business working from home. So all of his meetings are done remotely and virtually. So I again got a really good look into what that was like. Um, and his business brings people of all different backgrounds, all different cultures, all different educational levels, professional levels, just into one big mixing pot. And it really taught me a lot about being able to understand and work with people from different areas in the United States and different educational backgrounds and different professional backgrounds, because sometimes it can be difficult throwing all of those different types of people into one and to have a productive meeting. Um, that year doing this has really um, helped my patients. It has really uh, humbled me in the aspect of how important human resources are and the jobs that they have to do to be able to keep the peace. Um, but it was a very eye-opening experience. Um, Recently, my husband's business has been thriving, so I decided to go back into the workforce to do something that was of more interest in my field. So I have a job at a cannabis extraction lab, and I'm working hands-on with product and learning how that whole process is completed. Um, and it's really trying to get my foot into the medical cannabis industry door. And again, that's where my start and interest really came from doing behavioral science, was to learn more about how these types of programs and these types of treatments can be beneficial to behavioral health and behavioral wellness. Um, but I have really enjoyed the professions I have so far, but I really do feel like my passion and what I need to do with my life is to be in higher education as a professor, to be able to continue to do the research I would like to do, and to be able to continue to bring people to higher education. Um, because I believe that's what's important to me is being able to help others along a journey that helped my life so substantially. Um, but then getting into the key factors of what I feel like my success as an educator will be is I will love to continue to be educated. I want to learn from my students in my classroom. I want to be able to teach them. I want them to be able to teach me. I want to stay open-minded, and I want to always be on an educational journey. And I feel like it's so much easier to get your students um, to be interested in what you're teaching and be passionate with you if you're sharing your passion with them. And that is my passion is education and higher education. And I want to continue to learn and I want them to continue to learn. Um, and it really excites me to be able to do that. Um, but keeping that with a professional mindset, it's it's so important to keep a positive and professional aspect in everything that you do, especially in a classroom. Um, it's just so helpful because if you don't have that mindset, it's easy to get on tangents. It's easy to start slacking off. It's easy to not finish the lesson you were going to finish and let everybody leave. To keep that professional mindset is to keep a set of standards. And that's what I think is most important about that mindset is keeping that standard of what you expect and what you want from your education and what you want them to get out of their education. Um, but that really, really excites me. And then I would like to share with you some classes I feel comfortable or interested in teaching. Anything from introductory to principles of sociology, psychology, or social work, I feel more than capable of teaching. Motivational interviewing, anything along the lines of drugs in the brain or drugs in human behavior, I feel very comfortable with. Parapsychology, I am very interested in, and I think it's a very intriguing class to teach. Social problems, field and careers in social science, foundations of prevention science, cultural and social diversity in workplaces, human resources. And I feel like my list goes on and on of things that I feel comfortable teaching. Um, and would be interested in teaching and would love to be able to have that ability to showcase the knowledge I have learned and share it with other individuals and help them start their educational journeys. I would like to thank you for watching my video and taking the time to get to know me a little bit. And I look forward to being able to work with you and continue my educational journey in higher education as a professor. Thank you again. My name is Sydnee Vance, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good evening.